Alright, so now we're diving into the technical analysis part of trading. This is personally my favorite part because you literally get to break down the market and see the different price levels clearly if done right. So the first step we're going to get into is another basic chart technique. It's called support and resistance. So basically what this is your floor price and your ceiling price. So the price moves in between these two high and low prices. So you're going to see it better on the charts, but basically what I'm saying is that, for example, let's say you got a bouncy ball, right? The bouncy ball, if you're indoors, it's going to keep bouncing from the floor and the ceiling just constantly, right? So that's how the market moves, up, down, up, down, up, down. Sometimes it moves sideways when there's no action going on, but I'm going to show you how you can, spot out these high and low prices so that you could see where the market is trading. So I'm going to show you on the chart right now a couple ways to plug in your support and resistance indicators. So check it out. Alright, so right now what I'm going to show you is how you put your support and resistance lines onto your charts. So again, support levels are where buyers start taking over. So as you know, you want to buy low and sell high, right? So buying low means you want to be buying at support levels. These are where buyers take over and price gets reversed. You see these pins like that? That means that price came all the way down, accumulated buyers, boom, just to shoot right back up. So your support level is your lows, and then your resistance is where sellers take over. So this is where price is overbought and sellers start taking over, so the price goes down. So right now I'm going to show you how to draw your resistance lines and your support lines. So you just want to come up here to drawings, and then you're going to want to go to price level. So you want to be on a bigger time frame chart, like an hour chart, so you get the you get the most recent support and resistance areas, not just from the last couple days, but for maybe a month or so. So go up there to drawings. This is how you're going to do it on Thinkorswim. Go to price level. You want to find the low, and you want to put your first point at the bottom of the wick, so the little pin. Put it there, and then put it at the next point. So it's going to put a line across the whole screen. If it doesn't, what you're going to want to do is double click on the red line, go to on for left extension and on for right extension. Click save as default, so every time you put a new support or resistance line, it'll automatically go across the whole chart, so you could see it in the future, and even if you want to back test, you could see it all the way back. So click OK. Now this is our first support level, so this is where you would want to be buying the market. So you notice how price never exceeds this low, so that's how you know it's a key support level. If you get another test, so they'll usually be, so once you get your low, it'll come back to that price before it makes an uptrend move. So support is where you want to be buying, going long, and resistance, we'll put our resistance level up here. So what these do, they're a key element in technical analysis. So this is like your floor and your ceiling, like I was saying before. So yeah, just click anywhere so you can draw that line, but make sure that it's at the end of the wick, right? So right now you have one support line, one resistance line. Now price is trading in between. So now we know our highs and our lows, and we have our major support and resistance levels. So there's more than one support level and there's more than one resistance level. As you can see in the market, there's different prices where price reversed, and in this case sellers took over or buyers took over, whatever the case may be. So let's get into plugging in our other support and resistance levels. So the next point that it came close to this low right here, 76.179, was about right here, right? So we see like the same thing happening, the long wick to the bottom and then a reversal. So buyers taking over at this level. This is where they accumulated the buyers. So this would be another support level because price, reversed and made the same pattern as these two down here. So the long wick to the bottom and then the boom, reversal. So what we're going to do, same thing, go to price level and then just put it from here, and then you see how it touched it again down here. So these are the higher lows. So we'll make another support level right there. So this is your higher low because this is the lowest point now. Now support is higher than the previous support level. Does that make sense? So the lowest point is higher than the last low, which makes this your higher low. So now it looks like we're getting into an uptrend, right? So you have your next support level, and now what we want to do is find our resistance level. So where was the price where sellers took over when we were in our uptrend? It was about right here, right? So this is our resistance. This is our new resistance level. And I know this is going to seem confusing at first, but you really just gotta practice and get to know the charts, because support and resistance are a main factor in technical analysis. They're pretty much the foundation of everything. So knowing your support and resistance levels is pretty key. Now we need to find our resistance level, our new resistance. So we have our support, and where did price come from? It looks like price got reversed at this level right here. So what we're gonna do is draw the price level again, and you see it tested it again right here. So this is the thing about support and resistance. When these levels are broken, right? So we see this is our new resistance and this is our support. So it's trading in between this until right about here. Right about here is where resistance is broken, and now this becomes your support. Does that make sense? Because resistance is taken out by the buyers, so the sellers were not as strong right here. So buyers take over, we create a new resistance level, and now this is your support. So this previous resistance level, once it's broken, now it becomes your support. Does that make sense? So what happens? We make a new high, a higher high, because this is our previous high, right? Now this is your higher high, and your new resistance. So now your previous resistance, when it gets broken, now it becomes your support. So you see how it comes right through this level, boom. Once support gets broken, it cracks, right? So now it's going down to the next level, which is still down here, comes back and literally retests our second support area, right? So we had price come down to this level at 76.6 back here, and then we had our new resistance, and it literally taps our support level on the money, and now buyers take over again. And you guys should get this pretty easily. And now again, your support gets broken, comes back up, boom. So when your support gets broken, that's when it becomes resistance now. So it's the same way. When the resistance levels get broken, those become your support. And once your support levels get broken, the price comes down, this is now your resistance. So you don't have to change these lines for a while. So as you can see, it's just plenty of times that this price is touched, and you have nice solid bounces off of these levels. So once you get to learn support and resistance, the only way you're going to learn is from experience. So you have to keep practicing, on different currency pairs. So for example, we just used AUD JPY. I'm going to use USD JPY. You see the same kind of patterns happen. 2 times to the low, 2 times to the high, and these reversals. So the only way you're going to get better is if you practice at it. So I could pretty much spot these out before I even, draw these things, because I have a lot of experience with technical analysis. So the only way you're going to get better at this is if you keep practicing, and you're going to start to see these patterns over and over and over again. So I don't want to keep it too long, so you guys, I don't want to clog up your brains, but support and resistance can be a little tricky at times. So mainly what you want to focus on is, your low, your high, and then in between there's going to be these lower highs and higher lows. So keep practicing support and resistance. We're going to get into supply and demand and more technicals. So practice support and resistance. If you need me to take a look at anything, just put it in the group, and yeah, just keep practicing. You're gonna get the hang of it, real fast, because once your support and resistance is on point, you're gonna start seeing different price patterns and how the market fluctuates at these different levels. So yeah, keep practicing, and I'll catch you guys on the next